A YouTube Discord user asked me if I'd be willing to try something and sent me his MZ-R909. The lens had fallen off the laser. As expected, gluing the lens back didn't help. It still wouldn't read. I also tried replacing the laser with one from a dead MZ-R900. Still no go. This is the second MZ-R909 laser I'm going to try since the first one didn't work either. This red one has been sitting here disassembled for weeks while I waited for my donor to arrive. Let's put that aside for now, and you can see me get into the silver one. First, the bottom case screws. There are 5 around the edges. Now it's time for the battery door. Pry from the battery door side. This is at least the 5th time I've been in and out of these MZ-R909s. Okay, 2 flex cables, top and bottom edge. Now for some board screws. Then this one by the battery door contacts. Remove this flex cable. Then the bottom one for the lid controls. Pry gently from the top down because there's still a flex cable under the board. Reach in there and flip the clip upwards gently. Then loosen the flex cable. That last cable there is for the right head, so be gentle. I'll prop this up with something. It looks like there's pet hair in there, so let's clean a bit. I'll take this laser sled out and try it in the red MZ-R909, but I still want to clean the worst of this. Okay, first we'll need to loosen the circle clip on top of that flat gear. As always, cover it or the clip will fly off and get lost. There, finally, it actually popped off close by. Now lift the flat gear out. And then we'll unscrew the metal clip holding down the gear shaft. Let's put that aside for now. Now we'll loosen 2 screws that connect the laser sled to the right head. Now we can slide the gear shaft out. And we'll lift this a bit so we can slide the laser sled out. And here it is, the LCX4R. This is the same as in the MZ-R900. Unfortunately, when I swapped that one into the red MZ-R909, it still wouldn't read, even after tuning in the service mode. I also tried another laser from a dead MZ-R909, and that didn't work either. So 3rd time's a charm? Let's clean out the lint and fur. A quick lens clean, and we can try to transplant this into our red one. Okay, now for the red one. We'll loosen any remaining screws and then the flex cables. Hinge gently, then we'll unclip that flex cable. Okay, let's prop it up like last time and follow the same steps to get that laser sled out. Pop off the circle clip. Remove the flat gear. Remove the gear shaft clip. And remove the screws holding the laser sled to the right head arm. Let's slide that arm off so we can remove the gear shaft and laser sled. Okay, it's out. This was from an untested MZ-R909. I was hoping it would fix this. The new one is on the right. Okay, let's put the new one in place. Let's slide the right head arm piece over the sled. And then the two screws. Insert gear shaft. Ensure the brass collar is in the right recess. Then push the gear shaft all the way in. Let's add some lube. This will be the fourth laser sled I've tried. Okay, time for the clip that holds down the gear shaft. Hold it in place, then screw it down. Okay, once that's in, get the flat gear on top. Then press the clip into place. Now to hold it halfway closed so we can connect the flex cable from the laser sled. Move the sled inward to make it easier. Position the cable, and then close the clip. There. I've unfortunately had a lot of practice with this. Okay, the trick for this top flex cable is similar to the MZ-N920. Give it a backward bend, and then slide it through. There, it has to clear a small lip, then fit through the slot. Okay, let's clip this in for the lid controls and display, then we can test. And this one? Let's screw this one down and test. Well, it didn't work. It just sat there spinning like before. I hate to admit it, but I think I got caught in the idea that it had to be the laser since the other lens fell off. I continue to swap lasers, but listening to it more closely, I can see and hear the motor keeps bumping the sled towards the center. I think I was really wanting this fix to be a laser sled transplant. I think I should just treat this as a shell swap and take this pretty red case and put it onto the silver one's mechanism. Okay, opening it up again. Unclip the bottom flex cable so I can remove this red lid. Just a few lid screws. And here's the red lid. Unclip this and let's remove the board. Unclip the internal flex cable leading to the laser sled. Unscrew the connection to the right head arm. Unclip the flat gear. Remove the flat gear. Remove the gearshaft clip. Slide out the gearshaft. And let's slide out the laser sled. We need that in the silver body. Okay, putting it back in the silver body is some extra work I didn't need to do, but here we are. Slide the right head arm back onto the laser sled. And screw it down. Insert gearshaft. And remember to line up that brass collar. There's a specific groove for it. Then the clip to hold down the gearshaft. Again, hold it down since it's under tension, then screw it down. Then the flat gear. And press the clip on top. Let's bend this back in preparation. And gently work to slide the flex cable in. It can be a bit tricky, and I've done this at least 5 times. Looks good. Now I'll clip it. Let's bend this back again. and feed it through. When you close the board, make sure these black plastic clips line up with the metal tabs. There are 3 of them. Let's connect this flex cable. Okay, let's make sure this works before we swap lids. That's a pretty fast talk read. Looks like it works fine. Audio is fine. Controls are fine too. I guess we can swap this out. Unclip the bottom flex cable so we can remove this lid. Then just a few screws. Before swapping, let's clean this up. I don't want any fur or lint in there. Okay, let's get the red lid on there. Four screws for the lid. This one had battery corrosion inside and on the door, so we need to clean that with vinegar, then alcohol. There was a lot of cleaning and scraping to be done, so I've cut a bunch of boring stuff out. Here's a close look at that copper finger that connects when closing the battery door. This is similar to the Kenwood models I've shown in other videos. That connection has to be clean as well. Okay, let's connect the lid's flex cable. Let's test with a gum stick to see if I've done enough cleaning. Yep, it's alive. Let's screw down the board. Okay, bottom case. Just look out for the hold switch. And line it up with the jack side first. Okay, the hold switch works. Let's close it up. 5 screws around the edge. Let's slide the battery door on. Actually, let's clean it first. Okay, now let's put it on. Even with all that cleaning, I had to add a bit of copper tape to get better connectivity. Let's test it. Okay, it read the disc quickly. Sounds good, and the controls are working fine. A bit too much bass, so let's switch to sound 1. You can customize the bass and treble in these two modes. Okay, playback is good. Let me grab the mic and test recording. Oops, this disc is full. Let me get another one. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like it wrote properly. And there it is, track 8 that I just recorded. Time to return this to the rightful owner. I'm so sorry it took this long. I think I got too fixated on a laser transplant. What a beautiful red MZ-R909. As always, thanks for watching.